Final chapter, an end to beginnings. Where are we? Huh? Isn't this? Bloom, wake up! Hurry! Wait, it can't be. Bloom, don't go! Don't go into the light, Bloom! It's okay, don't worry, I'm alright. Bloom, thank goodness! You had me worried there! Mischief, but where are we? Just look, Bloom! Is that... Oh, wow! That is fabulous! Look at that thing! It's a tree full of rainbows! And strands of glitter and gold and stuff. Could it be? It's gotta be. It's the tree of life. It really is the tree of life! We've only seen it withered and dying, so it's hard to recognize, but that's gotta be how the tree of life is supposed to look. I never imagined it would be so beautiful. Pretty spiffy, isn't it? Look at all the different colors. This is the way it should be, I'm sure of it. Oh, what's that? It's coming right at us! Oh, wow! Whoa! Somebody popped out of the light! Who are you?
I am Xerneas. I am the Tree of Life.
You are the Tree of Life?
Yes, the Tree of Life made incarnate. This is Primeval Forest. As you can see, the Tree of Life has revived. This is all due to the actions of you two.
Then, what happened to dark matter?
It is gone. Its darkness did not fall on this world. It found peace at last. It turned into a gentle light which faded into nothingness. As a result, this world is no longer being drawn in toward the sun.
Then that means...
Yes, the world has been saved by you two. We thank you.
Bloom! I know, Mischief. We did it! We did it! We're awesome! We did it! We really did it! We did it! Mischief, Bloom, watch out! Ah! Owie, ow, ow. Seriously, I told you to slow it down. What did you think would happen at that speed? Jirachi! And Celebi, too! I just couldn't wait to give you and Mischief a big ol' hug. But I may have underestimated my speed a bit. But it's fine. Cup of coffee and I'll be all good. You did it, Mischief and Bloom. You two are amazing. I wasn't sure you'd really be able to do it, but you did. Thanks, Jirachi and Celebi. But how did you even know?
Arceus told everyone what happened.
Arceus did? Yeah. He sent a message out to all of the Pokémon in the world. He said that the planet was safe now. The darkness that had been covering the world has been swept away, and the sun is back to the way it should be. Everyone is ecstatic and celebrating. I had no idea. Well, now you do. That's why I was so happy that I just wanted to grab you up and squeeze you till you... Huh? Why did you dodge? Because you always go too fast, Jirachi. It wouldn't hurt to be hit at that speed. That's not a hug, that's a body slam. Really? Yeah, personal boundaries, dude. I mean, I'm glad you're so happy, but I just don't think I need a body slam to prove it. Yay! Huh? That's curious. I was just about to envelop Mischief in my fond embrace, but Mischief seems to have disappeared. Ampharos? Oh, if it isn't my Bloom. And now Bloom has disappeared as well. Perhaps you should look behind you, Ampharos. Esper! Bloom, you did it! I imagine it was no easy thing to defeat dark matter as you did. But you protected our world. You did a fine job. But where's Mischief? Really? Did Mischief go somewhere? Behind you, Ampharos. Oh, what are you doing skulking about back there? Was the battle so exhausting? No, I believe it is only because you ran into Mischief not so long ago. What? Moi? You really never know where you are, or where you are, or where you're going, do you? Never mind how you managed to barrel someone over and just keep on walking. Mischief, forgive me. I offer my most sincere apologies. Are you all right? Do I need to give you another hug? Yeah, I'll survive, but no more hugs, please. I was just playing dead so you wouldn't hit me again. We're back, Chief. You did a fine job, Mischief. You beat Dark Matter. Thanks, Ampharos. This is pretty nice. Praise me a bit more. I did a really good job. Oops, give an inch and some people will take a mile, huh? You do remember that it was only because of our efforts that the Tree of Life was stopped from flying right off the planet, right? Yeah, I won't forget that. It was thanks to you all that this world was saved. And that's why everyone's so happy right now. So just keep pouring it on. We saved the whole world! It's amazing! Do you know how amazing that is? Do you, Bloom? I guess we should be praising you a bit more too. Huh, Bloom? Huh? Me? Haha, looks like Bloom is not as accustomed to all the attention. I'm not that fond of Mischief's preening, but I am glad. I'm so very glad that you both made it back. Esper! Esper? Oh, we're getting a call. Oh, is that the expedition gadget ringing, or is that just my ears? They all take out their gadgets.
Can anyone hear me?
Tadene! Is that you, Tadene?
Mischief, you're alright then. Thank the stars. And Bloom, what about Bloom?
Alive and kicking, right here with us. We are all in the primeval forest now.
Oh, Chief.
Yes, your hardworking Chief is here, as is Jirachi. We are all fine. Forget him, Tadene. If you're calling us like this, then...
That's right. I'm not turned to stone anymore. Everyone that explored the prehistoric ruins is back to normal. Meanwhile, Buttlebee, Weasel, and I managed to get a hold of Arkin a little while ago. He's up on Revelation Mountain. I tried to reach Swirlix, but she was too busy stuffing herself with perfect apples to talk. Everyone's okay. And it's all thanks to you, Mischief and Bloom. Thank you both so much.
That's great. That's really great to hear. Back then, I couldn't save you.
Don't apologize for that. You fought so hard for us after that, and that's why we can still talk together like this. So, Chief, we're all headed back to Society headquarters now.
Got it. We'll all celebrate back at headquarters when we're home together.
Yes, sir. We'll see you there.
So the other Pokemon who were turned to stone should all be back to normal. Then that means Entei and Latias and all the rest of them are fine. And everyone in the village. My old pops. I'm so glad. Oh man, I can't hold it in anymore. Aww. Mischief. You must have had to bottle up many emotions to make it this far. You just take your time, child. As for the rest of you, I would say it's about time we all head home. Back to Lively Town. And so, Bloom and the other Expedition Society members returned to Lively Town. Upon their return, they were welcomed with overwhelming congratulations and thanks. The various members who had been separated for so long were reunited at last. With the world saved, together they shared their joy and gratitude. And several days later... Esper, thank you. We owe you a great deal for your help. That's quite all right. You gave me a place to be when I had nowhere left to go. I should be thanking you. You be careful on your way home. And the same goes for you, Mischief and Bloom. Yep, thanks for giving us the time off to go visit Ampharos. Give our best to the good people of Serene Village. We will. Then we'll be off now.
Take care!
Enjoy yourselves! Thanks to the world's being at peace, and to the good offices of the Chief of the Expedition Society, of course. Mischief and Bloom took a bit of time off from exploring in order to return home to Serene Village. The plan had always been for Esper to return home to the village, and although they knew that the villagers were safe and things were back to normal, they still could not help worrying, and so they decided to return home for a short visit. The first time that I stood here and saw Lively Town with my own eyes, it all seemed so new and exciting. Looking at it now, that memory seems like it was a really long time ago. Thank goodness everyone returned back to normal after being turned to stone. Bloom, Mischief, I know I've said it before, but thank you for saving our world. It is a mysterious thing, isn't it? I first heard that Bloom was a human all that long time ago in the village. But to think that it was actually an incredibly ancient Pokémon that called Bloom to this world, or that Bloom had fought dark matter before in the ancient past. I know what you mean. I was shocked too when I heard about it from Celebi, about Mew and all that stuff. I can't really say anything about it, since I don't remember that time myself. It doesn't matter whether you remember it or not. You did your duty, Bloom, both in the past and now again. Whenever the world needed you, Bloom, you answered the call and came to save us from the dangers that have befallen us. You are our hero, Bloom. I hope you don't ever forget that. That's right! Bloom's my hero, too! So go on, Bloom, show some pride! See? Like this! Stop, Mischief, just stop. I hate it when you make that face. Aw, I love it. What? Why? Thanks, Esper. And you too, Mischief. Huh? Wait a second. If I came to this world a long time ago in the past, then I must have gone back to the human world after battling dark matter, right? Probably because I'd done what I came here to do. I mean, that was the plot of most of the other Mystery Dungeon games. But we got rid of dark matter, and now the world is at peace again. So, what's gonna happen to me? Now that I've done my duty, what will happen to me? I guess I'll be going back to the human world and leaving this place. I might have to say goodbye to everyone. Huh? What is it, Bloom? You're being a stick in the mud. You seem deep in thought. Is there something on your mind? Yeah? Well, okay then, as long as you're fine. Now, let's get going. I can't wait to see everybody again. Through valleys, over mountains, Mischief, Bloom, and Esper made their way back to Serene Village. And at last... We're here! Serene Village! What do you think? Will everyone be blown away to see us back? Everybody, we're back! Huh? I guess Serene Village is looking extra serene today. Everyone's gone. What could have happened? Bloom, Mischief, Esper, welcome home! Oh my goodness. Whoa! Welcome home, you guys. How did you all know we were even coming right now? Esper told us. Esper? You did? And then we all decided to surprise you. Seriously? I can't believe you left us out of the loop like that. Well, I did. It only seemed natural when Deerling first mentioned it. Even if Esper hadn't told us, though, we all knew you were coming back. Don't underestimate the power of Kecleon Shop's information network. In any case, you've done the village proud. In fact, the whole world even. You two saved our whole world.
I knew you could do it. I knew all along. It was all because you had a great teacher like me to guide you.
Oh, I don't know. I think you might be wrong on that front, Vice Principal.
Mischief, Bloom, thank you.
Yes, we sure do thank you. You two have really grown up to be pretty fantastic. If I'm being perfectly frank, I had my doubts about you. I'm sorry for underestimating you all this time. And thank you. Who are you again? Yeah, thanks. Thank you so much, everybody. And we're so glad you're all back to normal. Oh, but where's Mr. Nuzleaf? Nuzleaf? You mean he came back to this village?
Yes, though he didn't do much to announce his presence. Or that's what I had heard anyway.
Nuzleaf left.
Pops!
He went all around the village apologizing to everyone good and proper, but in the end, after what Nuzleaf had done, he couldn't bear to face Bloom again, and so he left not long ago.
I think that Mr. Nuzleaf was a pretty cool dude, and he was very sincere in regretting what he did. We don't hold anything against him, man. I mean, it's just like, we just saved the world. Like, we got better things to do, like party and school, but mostly party.
He was being controlled by another after all. He's hardly to blame for his actions.
Though he couldn't yet face Bloom, he did say that we would be back again someday without fail. He wanted me to tell you that, Bloom. Time can heal most things, even if some hurts seem insurmountable at first. Could you see fit to wait for him?
Nuzleaf. Pops! You're really okay? I was worried about you, you know.
Yes, child. You know, when I think on it now, in all the years we've shared, I don't believe I've once told you how proud I am of you.
Why, you jerk?
We may not share blood, but that's no excuse for me to not be a better parent. Forgive me. You did good, Mischief. Pretty good. I give it an 8 out of 10. And I thank you for it.
Pops! I wanted a 9 out of 10. All right, everybody. Let's all hear it for Mischief and Bloom. Hip hop, hooray! And so, Mischief and Bloom were heaped with praise and thanks. Not only were the villagers thrilled to see the world at peace once again, they were also curious to know about what had happened around the world. And so everyone gathered together at old Caracosta's home. Every last Pokemon in Serene Village. To hear Mischief recount the tale of their greatest adventure yet. And that's how we learned that Bloom had come to this world way back in the past and fought along the ancient Pokemon Mew against Dark Matter. And at the end of their battles, Dark Matter it was stopped, wasn't it? Right, yeah, it was stopped by something. Because the stars were, what was it about the stars? I wasn't paying attention. Come on, don't leave us hanging now. The tale became even more exciting in the telling thanks to everyone's good humor, and a fine time was had by all. When the party finally broke up late that night, everyone went their separate ways, each returning to their own home. Except for Bloom, who had nowhere to go but the empty house Nuzleaf had left. Instead, Bloom stayed the night in the warm home Mischief had grown up in, and Caracosta was all too happy to have them both home again. Mischief's room. It's been so long since I was last here. Alright, bed's all made. Wasn't today such a blast, Bloom? But now I'm exhausted. Maybe I talk too much. I can't stay up another minute. I'm calling it a night. Sleep tight, Bloom. She sure falls asleep fast, huh? But it was a fun day, at least. I wonder how long these fun times can continue. These happy days with Mischief and everyone. I wonder when I'll have to leave. I can't remember what happened in the past, so I have no idea how long I was here for then. I guess I'm pretty tired too. I think I'll just lie down for a bit. Oh yeah, guess what I should really be wondering about is not when I'll have to leave, but whether I want to. I love this world. I want to stay with Mischief and everyone else I've met. That's right. I don't want to leave. I've got to try to find a way that I can stay here in this world. There has to be a way. I'll start looking for it tomorrow. A way to stay. Ah! It's a beautiful morning. Bloom is still out like a log, but I feel up and ready to go. I guess I'll just go for a little walk on my own. Huh? What's that light? It looks like it'll land over on the hill with the big tree. Pops! Hey, Pops, get a look at this! Oh no! Mister's gone already. I wonder where.
Oh, Blue, morning. You must have been tuckered out. You slept half the morning away. What's that? You want to know where Mischief has gone off to? Last I heard, Mischief was planning to pop over to the hill with the big tree.
The hill with the tree? That sure brings back some memories. Maybe I'll wander up there myself. Oh yeah, I can move around. This is awesome. Can I finally get that reward though? I've been waiting this whole time. Nope. All right, so much for that. I've been waiting for that gift for all my life. Oh, Dearling and Gumi.
Morning, Bloom. You're up early today.
Oh, I saw Mischief a little while ago again, running off toward the large tree up on the hill. Well, that's great. I guess I should go find her. Mischief!
Oh, morning, Bloom. Bloom, come over here. It feels nice under the clouds.
It's true.
Now that I think about it, we were sitting here under the clouds just like this. You remember? Back when we first met, you and we came up to this hill, and I told you about my dream.
I remember.
This is where I gave you that scarf, too. This is where Ampharos let us become Junior Expedition Society members. This is where we decided to leave the village and set out together. There's so many memories up here.
It's true. I remember so many times. It's no wonder, though. This is a great spot, and the wind feels so nice up here. I really want to stay in this world. That's it. Mischief. And so, Bloom told Mischief what was coming.
Bloom!
And how the role that Bloom had to play in this world had come to an end. But before long, it would be time to return to the human world. And yet, Bloom wished to stay right here, in this world. And so they needed to find a way for Bloom to stay. So Bloom explained to Mischief on that day, there on the hill with the big tree. More than anything else, I want to stay here with you, Mischief. I don't ever want to say goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you, Bloom.
Mischief?
Bloom, do you know why I came here? I saw a light falling here, onto this hill. That light was actually Xerneas.
Xerneas?
When he found me here, Xerneas said that he was here to wake me.
Xerneas came to wake Mischief?
He said he'd promise me. Why would Xerneas promise me something like that? And when even? It all seemed like some kind of weird joke. But when I touched Xerneas' horns, I understood. I remembered. Bloom, the truth is, I'm Mew.
What? Mew? That Mew? The one who...
Yeah. Back when Celebi told me that he thought this battle would be my battle to fight, I knew somehow that he was right. It was just like something clicked. Although I had no idea what it meant then. But once I touched Xerneas, I finally got it. In my previous life, I was Mew.
In a previous life?
Bloom, we met a long time ago. Way longer than you can even imagine. And when we fought, way back then in the past, we defeated dark matter, thanks to the stars aligning just right. Or that's what we thought. But that wasn't really true. Bloom, you and Mew defeated dark matter using all your strength. But it's no good to just defeat dark matter. All the hatred inside dark matter rained down upon the world. So the dark matter would be reborn in the distant future. And it was. It's like dark matter told us in this battle. In other words, the last time we defeated dark matter, we actually failed. Mew messed up. I messed up. So I was prepared to take responsibility. I sent my own spirit into the future to be born as Mischief.
Mischief? You...
Bloom, it wasn't the Behemoth that made you lose all of your memories. It was me. Mew, erased your memories. It was what you agreed to before you came to this world.
I agreed to having my memories erased?
We'd made all those plans, like sealing the luminous water and all that. But I realized, if we just depended on what we already knew, we'd just repeat the same mistakes. We couldn't win like that. Dark matter was born. For
and the negative emotions lurking within ancient Pokémon. Some of those emotions originated from you as well. But when I accepted dark matter disappeared, along with the part of it that came from you. It was my battle. I was fighting to forgive you, to forgive myself. The moment that I accepted dark matter, I set in motion my own destruction as a part of dark matter. It's not you who has to go, Bloom. It's me.
Mischief, you're doing the moonwalk. Mischief!
I asked Cernius for one more favor. When I remembered everything, I knew I would disappear. But I wanted to at least tell you, Bloom. I had to explain. I begged him not to make me disappear before I at least got to do that. So, I'm glad he kept his end of the bargain. It's a strange feeling. I'm you, but at the same time, I'm not. I'm Mischief too, you know. I'm not the same Mew I was back then. The part of me that is Mew is filled with joy at finally having done what I was meant to do. But the part of me that is Mischief hates that I have to give up on my dreams right when I was just getting started, and hates that I have to say goodbye to you. Just so you know, Bloom, I really wanted to stay with you too, Bloom. I actually wanted to stay with you forever, but...
The light! Mischief! Don't go toward the light!
I guess I'm out of time. Just remember that this world only keeps going because everyone supports one another. They live every day accepting one another. The one who taught that truth to a self-centered fool like me is you, Bloom.
Mischief!
I had a lot of fun. Getting to have a dream. Getting to meet you. Getting to live.
Mischief, wait!
Thank you. It was all because of you, Bloom. I'll be fine. I'm always fine, aren't I? So, Bloom, do me one last favor, and don't you cry.
I can't stop! Mischief, no, it can't be. This isn't how it was supposed to end. Is this why I chose to forget everything? Did I know that this was the only way things could end? Did I have to forget to be able to go through it all for the sake of the Pokemon world? And most of all, for Mischief? Mischief! Mischief! Come back! Mischief! No! 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 Mischief. Wow. Oh man. Wow, that was something. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow, I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. Yeah, that was interesting to say the least, but hey, I like that they kind of alluded to the fact that, you know, you were going and you knew what was going on, and then no, they took away your partner, and your partner was Mew the whole time. That's so crazy. But like reincarnated or something. I don't know. That's really interesting. I guess I don't know. I like that. I like it. I'm glad that they took some adventurous decisions there. But it's so sad. I think it's sad enough, you know, leaving behind your partner, but I think it's actually worse leaving your partner, watching them go. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's it. That's the game. That's Super Mystery Dungeon. Oh my goodness. I hope you have enjoyed this little adventure and little playthrough. I have. I thought it was pretty good. I think a lot of the additions to Super Mystery Dungeon were pretty cool. Even though it's been a very difficult game as far as Mystery Dungeon standards go, or at least the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. I can't speak for the other non-Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. I've only played, I think, Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon too. But yeah, yeah, that's something. The difficulty was a pretty big surprise. Like, I stop and I think, is this something that my nephew would enjoy playing, or would he get rather frustrated at how challenging it is? I like it. I think it was good. I think learning how to use like the items and stuff and using them quite a lot, and the looplets and Emra. I actually really like the looplets and Emra. At first I was like, I don't know about these, but they're so helpful. And they give a lot of good customization. Like, there's no hold items really anymore. There's looplets and Emra, and it's just fun looking around each floor for, your favorite Emra. And I have a feeling that different people will have, like, different favorites, which I think is neat. I like it. Now, storyline of the game, that's such a big part of the Mystery Dungeon series, and I like it better than Gates to Infinity. I definitely do. But there were a lot of moments that just, I don't really know. I don't think they were necessary. Like, and you may disagree with me, and that's totally fine. I'm just kind of voicing my opinion as we go through these credits. But, for instance, like, the stuff in the very beginning, like, with the school and all that, and the ghosts, like, pretty much the first 10 chapters of the game didn't really seem to contribute much to anything. Like, if we would have just started at the Expedition Society, I think that would have been even better. I think that would have been, like, perfect. Or, I don't know if it'd be perfect, but I just, like, I get they were trying to build the characters early on, Mischief, or whoever your partner was, the partner's character. And Nuzleaf, of course, that twist, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was really good. But I think that they could have executed that a little bit differently, and I think it would have been a bit better. Also, going to a few places here and there, I don't know, but like, as the plot really started taking hold, I think it was very well done. The fact that, you actually had a lot of Pokemon with you in some of these storyline dungeons was really cool. Like, I pretty much got to use the entire Expedition Society except for Swirlix, who I really want to use. And that was great. I thought that was really awesome. So I'm glad that they kind of did a twist with that. At first I was thinking, oh, only 3 Pokemon on your team, but at least in the storyline, it seemed like there were always a bunch of Pokemon. And thank goodness, they actually did improve the AI by a lot. Like, it was definitely noticeable that the AI for your partners and stuff was so much better. They'd oftentimes get out of the way, and at first that confused me. It's like, what are you doing? Why would you do this? But they actually ended up, just kind of getting in a position to use ranged attacks, which are a huge help in this game, by the way. So that's excellent. Another thing I was really worried about is starting with Chikorita as the main hero character. It's like, Chikorita? Really? But now I can't really see it any other way. I think Bloom was a perfect character for the position, and I think that Chikorita actually is not that bad in this game. I used pretty much the same moves throughout, and they work great. I think Energy Ball and Razor Leaf, like, I taught Energy Ball, and it was useful, but Razor Leaf probably would have been fine as well. So yeah, in Mystery Dungeon games, never judge a book by their cover. They might actually end up being pretty useful. And just as far as the characters go, they were pretty memorable. I think that they did a good job with the characters in Super Mystery Dungeon. And that's also so much of what makes the Mystery Dungeon games Mystery Dungeon games. The characters. You gotta really have, believability to the characters, and they felt good. Like, Mischief, and at least my playthrough, whoever your partner is if you're playing, or if you haven't played yet, whoever your partner will be, they're very atypical to your standard do-gooder partner who's, just all about helping people all the time. Your partner is kind of, like, a little rambunctious. And that actually works quite well. I like it. It's very different. I really like the partner in Gates to Infinity. A lot of people give that game a lot of slack, but I actually think the characters in that game were great. And I think that personally, I liked the the partner in this even better, which is saying something. But man, look at poor Bloom just crying so much. That's so sad. Bloom's still just sitting there crying over Mischief. Oh, that's so sad. Oh man. It's really sad. I don't even know what I'm going to do when I continue this, but in case you're wondering, oh, Satoru Iwata even produced this. It was an executive producer. Thank you, Iwata, for all the tears. Oh, well, that's it. Don't worry, I will be doing more of this, but for the time being, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you on the next episode of Marriland's Pokémon Super Mystery Dungeon adventure. See you next time, everyone. When two spirits meet and go through so much together, they must be drawn back together. They will surely meet again.